Taste it, love it, or it's free. And now discover Activia Dessert in rich, indulgent flavors like blueberry cheesecake. Try Activia Dessert today.
Activia.
Inspired engineering. Motivated by performance. Technicians as advanced as the vehicles they service. And now get all of this expertise at a price that may surprise you. Like our 30-day tire price match guarantee, plus a $60 mail-in rebate. Not just service, certified service. Only at your Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac dealer.
So I need the entire team together on this so we can work quickly. Nate, I know you've been late all your life.
That is one late baby.
But I need you with me on the morning flight to London. And you cannot be late, Nate.
Priority Access, the fastest way through the airport. From American Airlines.
If you have the audacity to believe that a financial advisor should look you in the eye when the topic is your money,
join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference. At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
From the Edge with Peter Lick is coming to your iPad. From the Edge app or iPad. Get it today. Now, your local on the 8s.
Eyewitness video. Stop what you're doing and check this one out. Christine Hendrickson, Nats actually shot this amazing video of a possible funnel cloud there again near Chuckey, Tennessee on Saturday. She also caught some wild lightning strikes. Now, of course, this also shows one of the dangers there, at least kind of being in some of those spots where you don't see very much of the storm, of course, by the clouds and the trees kind of blocking your view of the clouds. A dangerous situation there. Meanwhile, I want to talk a little bit about the setup. Again, at least flood-wise, I want to talk about at least a few of these areas up near Moorhead, Minnesota, extending southward. A number of spots. We already have a lot of these areas where we're talking about, again, some of these gauges that are well up into the major flood stage. Quickly, though, we've been talking about a lot of storm reports, and we had a few of those over at least portions of Iowa yesterday. Certainly that's where the cluster of tornado reports was, at least in through North Carolina, just outside Morgantown. We had that lightning strike, 9 people injured by that strike, again, being taken to the hospital, as we mentioned earlier. I don't actually know the at least condition of any folks there, but again, a very dangerous situation with some of those storms that made their way across the Carolinas. They also left a very large swath of wind and hail reports. Again, some cases, those reports up to even baseball and grapefruit size. Meanwhile, this morning, there's a look at some of the estimated rain that we've already seen from the Doppler radar, giving you the idea that in some cases, you've seen even 3-4 inches worth of rain, especially in through central portions of Wisconsin. Keep in mind that some of these same areas are set to go off again later on this afternoon, especially later on tonight. So again, the flash flooding will certainly be possible with that saturated ground already in place. Jen?
All right, well, let's talk about
about the hail. Residents across the Carolinas assessing hail damage this morning. The violent thunderstorms brought lightning, powerful wind gusts, and heavy rain. Drivers on Interstate 85 in Gaston County, North Carolina, were met with a barrage of baseball and golf ball size hail. Traffic was backed up for miles because of limited visibility. Have to imagine people slowing down too because of that hail on their windshield and on their cars. You think about the damage it can do. A lot of times there's damage to homes, to vehicles, also most commonly farmers' crops. But let's look at the sizes. You hear 1-inch hail. What does that mean? Well, it's quarter-size hail. You could get damage to your roof shingles with that, and that is a criteria for a warning from the National Weather Service. If you hear golf ball size hail, that's 1 3/4 inch hail. That causes dents on your cars. And once you get up to baseball size hail, that's when you start to see really significant impact. Windshields can be smashed by that. That's 2 3/4 inch hail. Todd?
All right, thanks so much, Jen. Floodwaters drenching neighborhoods around the Red River on the Minnesota-North Dakota border. Officials and volunteers have been working for weeks and certainly still throughout the weekend, keeping a close eye on the mountain of sandbags, or the mountains of sandbags that they've built to try to stave off the floodwaters. Janelle Klein joins us this morning from Moorhead, Minnesota. Janelle, again, already seeing the issues behind you, and still in many cases we haven't completely crested yet.
It is not yet crested, but you made the best point here, Todd, and that is those sandbags. And people have been so much better prepared this year than they have in years past, and there really isn't that sense of panic. As you said, keeping a watch on this river, no question about that. But they also know that they are better prepared and more ready this year than they've ever been. 12,000 volunteers worked for about 2 months to build 2.5 million sandbags, and those sandbags are what's holding back this water here in Moorhead, Minnesota, and on the other side of the river in Fargo, North Dakota. They also have some clay levees in place. In fact, the city's bought out several homes along the river, some of those homes the most threatened in years past, and replaced them with clay levees, and so that's another safeguard against this water. 600 National Guard troops are out today patrolling those levees, keeping an eye on those sandbags, but they are also watching the weather. We just heard about the thunderstorms moving through the Midwest. We don't expect that rain to add to the level of the river here, but we do expect that with that water will come some wind, and therefore, Todd, some white caps, and getting those sandbags wet is the real concern, Todd.
Oh, dangerous stuff. All right, thank you so much, Janelle, for that report. We'll certainly check in with you again in just a little bit. Jen?
All right, well, still ahead on Weekend View, we have a major severe weather outbreak about to explode, so find out if you're one of the millions who will be impacted and get the timeline. Plus, we'll continue updates on the Red River flooding.
And I'm Paul Goodlow, live at Augusta, Georgia, with the fourth round of the Masters just a couple of hours from being started. And what about the weather? Well, we could see perhaps temperatures getting towards the record level, back to the low 90s as we head towards this afternoon. Perhaps another young gun as a champion, perhaps Rory McIlroy. We'll talk about how the weather will impact the Masters coming up in a live report. Stick around.
What is Pods? A smarter way to move and store. We deliver a container, you or your packers fill it up with all the things that need a home while you move yours. Take all the time you need, then call us. We'll pick up your container and drive it to your new home across town or across the country, even to one of our many secure storage centers. That's Pods, the best moving and storage idea ever. Call today or visit pods.com for your free quote.
Pods, the best moving and storage idea ever.
Like many chefs today, I feel the best approach to food is to keep it whole for better nutrition. And that's what they do with Great Grain cereal. See the seam on the wheat grain? Same as on the flake. Because Great Grain steams and bakes the actual whole grain. Now check out the other guy's flake. Hello, no seam. Because it's more processed. Now, which do you suppose has better nutrition for you? Great Grains, the whole grain cereal.
Bobby Sinclair.
True Green did it again. Yo, Kev, tell them about True Natural.
Well, it's 100% organic fertilizer that grows healthy, green grass, naturally.
True Natural's going gangbusters. Green families love it.
Hey, man.
Families with dogs love it. You know who else loves True Natural? Bobby. Second quarter's gonna be a monster.
Call 800 True Green and get a customized plan for a healthy green lawn.
They grow it. I know it.
True Green. Go greener.
What's the difference between Sea-Doo and other watercraft? Sea-Doo is the only watercraft with intelligent brake and reverse, so it can stop up to 100 feet sooner than other watercraft. which means more control than you've ever had on the water. And effortless maneuvering at the dock. Sea-Doo, ultimate control on the water.
Lean forward. My medical students will be observing.
I put up with a lot, but one thing I won't put up with is outdoor power equipment that always breaks down. So I use professional grade equipment from Echo.
Echo Outdoor Power Equipment, only professional grade, backed by a 5-year warranty. Get serious.
Echo, ask for it at your local outdoor power equipment dealer.
Next.
The search for the perfect shot leads master photographer Peter Lick to a frozen land of serene beauty.
There's something truly magical about being in the forest when it's snowing.
But capturing any hidden gem comes with a steep price.
Heads up here, big eye.
From the Edge with Peter Lick, Thursday night at 8, only on the Weather Channel.
I'm wrecked.
Time to clean up storm damage? Brush piles taking over your land? Turn to the fastest, most durable wood chippers available, DR Rapid Feed Chippers. These powerful machines devour branches up to 5.5 inches thick. And they do it fast, real fast, because a DR Rapid Feed Chipper will self-feed most everything you give it. Drop in a branch and go get the next one. With 4 models to choose from, there's a DR chipper for you, including the new 3-point hitch model for you tractor owners. So don't waste your time or money with low-quality, underpowered equipment. Get the power, speed, and long-lasting durability of a DR Rapid Feed Chipper.
Call 1-800-436-4413. You'll learn how you can try a DR Rapid Feed Chipper for 6 months and get free shipping. This is a limited time offer, so call 1-800-436-4413. Online at drchipper.com.
DR is professional power for homeowners.
From the Edge with Peter Lick is coming to your iPad. From the Edge app or iPad, get it today. Now, your local on the 8s.
Louisville 24 hours ago. We were tracking storms coming in. Now we have hazy sunshine, temperatures about to heat up to record levels. We were close yesterday, about 2 degrees from a record. However, today we are going up into the upper 80s. We're going to break the old record of 84 degrees for sure in Louisville. And heat hitting the stage already this morning with warm temperatures. St. Louis, we're 71 already, 65 in Atlanta. And look at these 60s all the way up throughout Indiana, through Illinois. This is the story. We've got warm temperatures to start today. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. We're going to have strong southerly winds continuing to warm up these temperature readings. And we are going to see record heat across parts of the Midwest and the South. Let's show you where. Louisville, we're forecasting 87. The record to beat is 84. I know there's still about 100 people without power from yesterday's storm, so I hope you get it back on. You need to get your air conditioner running. And tomorrow we're going to move that heat further east. Myrtle Beach, Savannah, Orlando, all going to see potential records. And one of those spots potentially record hot today is Augusta, Georgia. We've got Paul Goodlow live this morning. Paul, you were under a severe thunderstorm watch for a while yesterday, but today's story mainly the heat.
Yeah, definitely the heat. You talked about how Atlanta is already in the upper 60s. It's already 70 degrees here in Augusta. The record high in Augusta is 90 degrees. We could see perhaps 91, 92, maybe even 93 in town. Here, closer to the golf course, it might be a degree or two cooler, but still the warmest day ever on records for the Masters is 92 degrees, and we're going to get pretty close as we hit throughout the day. But it's not just the heat, it's also the humidity. Very unusual for this time in April. Our average